All right, guys, how's it going? So in this video, we're going to be talking about Elon Musk's apparent interest in Liverpool Football Club. I think I've made 2 videos about this already, trying to explain a few things. The first video was the origin of where it came from. The second video was why you shouldn't listen to Elon Musk's father. And this video is going to be like, first of all, a reference to what FSG think about the situation. Then there's an article by Dominic King at The Mail. We're going to be talking about that. And then I'm going to show you some similar headlines from the original publication, that made the claims, because I've tried to explain to people why you do not listen to that newspaper. I don't even like calling it a newspaper, right? It's a lulzy paper. Do you know what I mean? Like, it's for shits and giggles. I used to get this newspaper when I was a kid, but for different reasons, right? So we'll talk about all that. So first of all, where should we start with this? Really? All right. So FSG, they've basically said that they're not interested in selling the club anyway, and they do not take Elon Musk's father's comments seriously in this interview, right? So it's not like an official statement by FSG, but if you look at the clique of journalists, the LFC clique of journalists, they're saying we reached out to FSG, and they're not interested in selling the club, and they do not take Elon Musk's father's comments, seriously, all right? And rightly fucking so. So before we get into an article by Dominic King, I want to point a few things out to you as to why you shouldn't pay any attention to the original publication, right? So here's some example headlines from that newspaper and that group, because they have different, they call it different things on different days, whether it doesn't matter. It's the same thing, right? Here's some alternative headlines over the years from the same, publication, if you like. Marilyn Monroe is alive and working as a nanny. World War II bomber found on moon. Top Tory honey monster perv sex acting car wash. World War II's best kept secret, Adolf Hitler was a woman. Putin had heart attack while bonking 30 stone OnlyFans star. 3-inch dog ate my missus. And some people out there believe that publication and the original claim, this is where it started from, that Elon Musk wants to buy Liverpool Football Club, they're actually believing that publication. Can you believe that? Right? So that's the first thing. The next thing I'm going to mention is why. So that's why you shouldn't listen to the original claims, publication, the original report. The second reason is why you shouldn't listen to Elon Musk's father, or certainly I shouldn't say that to you. I shouldn't tell you what you should and shouldn't listen to. Why I don't listen to Elon Musk's father, if you like. So Elon once described his father, who fathered a child at 72 with his 30-year-old stepdaughter. Elon described him as a terrible human being, adding almost every evil thing you could possibly think of, he has done. There were allegations made by Elon's mum regarding domestic abuse, in the household when Elon was growing up. Elon, has also said that, his dad was a problem. People assume that because it's someone's dad, that they must have a close relationship, right? Excuse me. If it was Elon Musk's mum saying this, I'd be all over it. Do you know what I mean? Because they're exceptionally close. Excuse me. But just because it's his dad, it doesn't mean that he must know what's going on in Elon's life, right? And for example, my real father is alive, right? But he's had no input in my life growing up, right? I think he's alive. I haven't seen him for more than 20 years. But my stepfather was who I called dad. My real father, I called him by his first name anytime I saw him, rarely in life. He just wasn't a part of my, my life. Like, my mum brought me up on her own, until she met my dad, which sounds kind of funny, but he was dad to me. Do you know what I mean? He brought me up. Biologically, he wasn't my father. But if someone said, to someone back home, Dunk's dad was saying he's selling up and he's moving and he's jacking all the KopTalk stuff in, people go, oh, right, his dad said that. But there's no relationship there. How the fuck would my dad know? Do you know what I mean? Because, there's no relationship, Similar situation with Elon Musk, strained relationship over the years, So are you really going to believe Elon Musk's dad? Do you know what I mean? And then people were saying, well, yeah, but he's got a grant, from Liverpool, right? As if that makes a difference. And the thing is, Elon has a great deal of respect, for his gran, and he was close to her and all that, right? But again, the rest, the British relatives, if you Google it and look into it, or I think there was an article in the Mail recently, was saying, where Elon Musk really has fuck all to do with us, you know what I mean? He's not interested in us and all that. So I don't know why it is, but people want to latch on to these things, you know what I mean? The initial claim, I get it. If people are from overseas that don't know about that newspaper, it'd be like me reading the headline of a newspaper in Australia or America or something. I'd be like, oh, well, because I don't know the history, right? That's why I'm here to say to people and go, guys, for fuck's sake, man, seriously, all right? His dad then comes out and people purely take his comments on board because it's Elon Musk's dad, but they don't know about the relationship. So if he's not close to his son, how would he possibly know these things? If it was his mum, yes, fuck me, seriously. If his mum was on there, I'd be like, yeah, it's happening. Do you know what I mean? So, the same, his dad also said in the same interview, I believe, that, if people have a problem with Elon, and the things he says, because he doesn't agree with all the things Elon says, he should tell Elon, they should tell Elon to get lost, you know what I mean? Tell him to get fucked sort of thing. Do you know what I mean? And he also said that he thinks Tommy Robinson will be elected Prime Minister, all right? So we're not going to go into politics and that, but, this is what this guy thinks is going to happen. I will not be paying any attention to the rag that made the claims initially, which is obviously shits and giggles, and I'm certainly not going to pay attention to someone that's not close to Elon Musk in any way, shape or form. So, but he's created awareness and his name's out there, and I bet, a few days ago people didn't even know anything about Elon Musk's father. I didn't, but I knew about his mum because I know he's close to his mum. All right, so this article, this was published by Dominic King, and it was as titled, Elon Musk buying Liverpool would be like seeing your dream home bulldozed. He is everything this city cannot stand, and even if he made every ticket free, I would never sit on the Kop again, writes Dominic King. So this is all to do with politics, right? So people on the left of the political spectrum would hate this. People on the right wouldn't have a problem with it. So if the stadium, this is not even going to happen, but if Elon Musk had purchased Liverpool Football Club and people like Dominic King don't want to, wouldn't go if it was free, I can guarantee you Anfield would still be full, all right? Do you know what I mean? Because there are people in there that don't give a fuck. Some people don't care if ISIS were in charge of the club, do you know what I'm saying? No, not in a million years, not even if he put 100,000 seats in Anfield and promised free tickets forevermore. He wouldn't go, basically. I'm not even going to read the article to you, but this article goes into just a rant, really, as, why this would be bad. It's all, I understand, politics does come into the situation with Liverpool Football Club. But I think that people are still living in the past with a lot of this, because if you think that everyone that supports Liverpool Football Club votes Labour, or they've all got these particular views, you're living in the past. You're deluding yourself. I know I can comment on this because this is my 27th year of doing this. I have to say this. I say it all the time, and people get sick of hearing it. But I've got a lot of newcomers, right? I have spent the last 26 into my 27th year talking to Liverpool fans every day of my life, from the minute I get up to the minute I go to bed, right? And I think I'm in a position where I can comment on how people feel, people that live in the city, people that don't live in the city. And there is no doubt that there is still this element of, a particular type of supporter that believes this and you shouldn't do this. But Liverpool Football Club is supported by people all over the world. With the greatest of respect, it's not just about the people in the city, and the people in the city would say that to you as well, unless they're part of a particular group that don't want out-of-town fans and all that. People have mixed views on politics and everything. The political parties that were once, maybe in the 60s and 70s are not the same political parties today. There's new political parties, reform growing. It's just, politics shouldn't cross into football. I just think it's, if you were so against Elon Musk taking over Liverpool Football Club and you never went again, I can assure you it wouldn't make a penny bit of fucking difference, because other people would. But we're talking about things that's not going to happen. And this is a classic example of a journalist and all these different publications, trying to sensationalise, and Elon Musk potentially buying Liverpool Football Club is one of the biggest topics he's going to sell. There's nothing else to talk about if they're not talking about Trent Alexander-Arnold. You've now got journalists writing opinion pieces about something that anyone with an ounce of intelligence knows is not true. Do you know what I mean? It's beyond me. And you could turn around to me and say, but you're making a video about it. Yeah, but my video is not titled, Elon Musk to buy Liverpool Football Club. It's told you from the fucking start, don't believe this shite. And you've got all these different, publications trying to make it out like it's real. It's even in the Spanish media today in sport, because they're like, they're saying, Elon Musk has been linked with a potential purchase of Liverpool Football Club. But nobody adds the bits on there that says, but his dad, how the fuck would his dad know? Do you know what I mean? Like, nobody mentions that bit. If I had made a video yesterday, I think it was, about Elon Musk's father and their relationship, the majority of my viewers wouldn't know that there was, issue or history there between them. Do you know what I'm saying? It's a bit like the Royals, innit? You know what I mean? Like that, the father of, who is it? Fucking Harry's missus. Do you know what I mean? That's got an opinion on everything, that thinks he knows what's going on. You can't assume that just because someone's, like I've made a perfect example of my own father. People would say, well, Dunk's dad said that, so if anyone's going to know. Why? We don't have a fucking relationship with him. He's the last person in the world would know what I'm doing, right? So I don't like seeing you guys falling out in the comments over the political side of things. Do you know what I mean? I've got a Donald Trump t-shirt on, look at that, look. Haters gonna hate. It's a fucking joke, right? But it might offend someone. But my answer to that would be, get a fucking life. Do you know what I mean? Like, they're all the same politicians, they're all the same. It's the same when, the men in flip-flops are linked with buying out Liverpool Football Club from the Middle East. The same people that would be up in the air about Elon Musk buying Liverpool Football Club don't want them pesky people from over there because it doesn't align with their values and what they believe. Nobody else is allowed an opinion. But the reality is that I've seen in the comment section on here, on all those videos, well, I say all those videos, my previous 2 videos to do with this stupid fucking topic, people in the comments arguing with each other, and it really, to be honest with you, it's split like, how much would I say, 50-50? Yeah, I think I probably would say it's split 50-50. Maybe 60-40. More against Musk than support him. I don't know. You know what I mean? You'd have to look yourself. But the point I'm saying is that the opinions are split. The comments I'm seeing are either, I would never support this club again over my dead body, right? That's pretty hardcore. And other people saying this would be the best thing ever. I'm getting a phone call from my dentist. I'm not answering that. Yeah, it's throwing me off because it's vibrating on my wrist. So people have just got total, different opinions and that. And you fucking vote for who you want in life. Don't anybody tell you that you have to believe this. You're not a real Liverpool fan if you think Elon Musk could be a good owner. What the fuck's it got to do with them? It's a hypothetical situation anyway. But I couldn't care less. Do you know what I'm saying? Would I want Elon Musk to own Liverpool Football Club? No, I wouldn't, to be honest with you. I wouldn't. And I don't have a problem with Elon Musk. Although in the last few days, he's got on my tits a bit. I've got to be honest with you, saying things like, should America take over England again and all that? Not again. Should America take over England and free everybody from the tyranny, of the British government? Listen, I don't like the British government, right, to be honest with you. But I've never seen Elon Musk rant and rave about a real country with, that's got dictators. You know what I'm saying? So, but we're going into fucking politics, yeah? But just because I'm like, hey, Elon's all right, man, I can see what good he's done for the world. And, I like what's happened with X. I was banned on X. I got banned on X, right, for sticking up for a mum that couldn't get a car through what's them tramps called? Just Stop Oil, right? They're blocking her mum going through. She couldn't get through. She gets out and pleads and says, can you let me through, please? I've got my young child in the car. I'm trying to go to the hospital. My child's ill. Please let me through. And them tramps said, no, we won't let you through. You're not coming through. So I reposted that video and said I'd have got her through, right? Regardless of the consequences. I got banned from X for saying that, right? And I appealed and appealed and appealed. No, you're permabanned. You won't win an appeal. Stop wasting your time. You'll never. And I never, ever, ever won an appeal to get my account back on X, right? So then I wrote to Elon Musk, right? At every one of his offices, right? Because I love X. I love that platform. And I sent my letters, recorded delivery, international, to every office. And one day I woke up and my account was open again. So as far as I'm concerned, Elon Musk is all right. Probably sick of fucking hearing from me. Do you know what I mean? But I want my account back. I didn't say I was going to hurt anyone. I just said I'd get her through. You know? So I like X. I like the platform. I like what he does. Yeah, but I'm not... I don't want him to own Liverpool Football Club because to me he's not football. He's nothing to do with football. Just like our existing owners are nothing to do with football. Yeah? So I don't want owners just because they've got money. I want football people to own the club, which is why I've always favoured, Middle East, Dubai or something like that, which we've seen over the years. But like I say, the ones that would be, pulling their hair out and having a fucking meltdown over Elon Musk, they're the same people that would have a meltdown over that as well because they look a bit different or they've got these apparently really like old values. Well, in my opinion in life, is rather than keeping people at distance, is speak to people, integrate a little bit and try and say, hey, look, we used to think a bit like that, but we don't think like that now. The gays are all right now, to be honest with you. Do you know what I'm saying? All right? So get around the fucking table and talk more about things in life and maybe people around the world will start to be a bit, more friendlier and understanding. Go, all right, I see what you mean. Rather than, oh, we don't want them fuckers. You know what I'm saying? Because it's all politics. It's all bollocks when it gets into politics as well. People losing the fucking mind. You know what I'm saying? Can't be doing with it. And now you've got journalists writing pieces about, I would never go to Liverpool again if I... Do you know what I mean? Right, okay, fine. But someone else will. Someone else will. Absolutely. Because at the end of the day, everyone just wants to watch a game of football. We don't give a fuck, or I don't give a fuck, who you support politically. If you've got the absolute opposite views to me in life regarding politics, I'll still want to sit with you and I'll have a pint with you and I'll talk about football all day long. But what I don't want to do is tell you you're wrong. And I don't want you to tell me I'm wrong. So we just won't go there, right? This is part of the problem. People just shouting and fucking screaming at each other over politics and sensitive issues. Maybe listen a bit, maybe talk a bit, maybe be prepared to listen to other people's views and you'll be all right. The world would be a nicer place, wouldn't it? Right? But everyone's going out losing their fucking mind over Elon Musk, right? It ain't going to happen. What fucking... And what journalists, right? Seriously, what journalists... Serious journalists would write about Elon Musk taking over Liverpool Football Club when it's clear that the situation is complete and utter fucking nonsense, especially where it originated from. Unbelievable. But that's what it's become to now. That's what it's come to now in terms of selling fucking newspapers, right, which no one fucking buys a newspaper anyway anymore. I mean, I was told that this article in the Daily Mail was behind a paywall. But a man said if you get the link and go to archive.ph and post it in on the second bit down, you can read it. Because no one wants to pay for that shite, do they? Do you know what I mean? Nobody. And these Twitter twats, all they want to do is get engagement. That's it. If they've got a blue tick on their account, right, on their profile, and if they're monetized, every single reply to whatever they're claiming from someone with a blue tick as well earns them money. So that's why they latch onto it. It exasperates me. It really does. Anyway, I don't know why. I just can't believe that you've got apparently proper journalists talking about this, putting all their energy into something. And who gives a fuck? I don't give a fuck if someone said to me, I'll never go to Liverpool again. Really? Oh, all right then. Fucking hell, the whole world stops now because you'll never go to Liverpool. Nobody gives a fuck what your politics are. Nobody. Right? All that we should have owning Liverpool Football Club, in my opinion, is football people. And for transparency, I don't like FSG. I've never liked them from day one. When I went out to Boston, you guys know this, before anyone knew really anything about them, I came back and told you the people of Boston said they will manage your expectations. That was the one fucking statement I came back with. There's one of the videos on here to do with John Henry being ruthless. Do you remember when I was with the chauffeurs for FSG and I was fucking secretly filming? Do you remember? Yeah? It's all there. It's all on this channel. But you know what? I'm not FSG out. Like, I'm not that, like, fucking, FSG have done good things as well, right? So we know they've done some bad things. And we know they maybe don't support the manager as much as you want them to at times. And when we're failing and it's all going wrong, we criticise FSG and the FSG outs, and they're out there, out the FSG out, get out of our club and all that, right? But when we're doing well, which we are doing well at the moment, right, we should be praising them as well and going, well, end of the day, you can't, they got the managerial appointment right, yeah? We might implode if they don't do anything in January, and I'll be the first fucker to criticise them. I do not like them, but it's not because they're American, right? It's because they're not football people. That's it. They're just not football people. I'm not going to Anfield again if Elon Musk goes, who gives a fuck about what you think? Why are they even talking about it? Seriously? Right, I need to chill. Have I taken my blood pressure medication today? I don't know. Can we please stop talking about it? The other one recording a video. Yeah, because there's fucking new stuff, ain't there? You got Dominic King of all people now. FSG, you know what I mean? Even FSG, fucking, we're not listening to that silly cunt, is basically what they're saying. Because they're not fucking stupid. Anyway, so what's your views on Elon Musk and potential takeover of Liverpool football? I mean, never say never. Never say never. You know what I'm saying? Never say never. The way that I look at it is that you have an absolute fucking, shits and giggles newspaper writing this in the first place, and then someone's like distant father saying, oh, yeah, it might happen because we knew the Beatles and that. Do you know what I mean? By the way, Tommy Robinson's going to be your next Prime Minister one day. There's a good chance of that happening. But everyone wants to believe it. But Elon, he did have a grandma from Liverpool. The rest of the family in England says he couldn't. I want to talk about something else. No more Elon Musk! Please do not turn up on my streams today at 1 o'clock and 7 o'clock this evening asking me about Elon Musk buying Liverpool Football Club. Do you know what? Oh, no, I'm not going there. It would be funny, though, wouldn't it, if Elon Musk did buy Liverpool Football Club? I would enjoy the meltdown, I've got to be honest with you. Because I just don't think that you should get... I mean, I don't know. I'm just trying to think if there's anyone in the world that I would have a problem with owning Liverpool Football Club. Like, I guess I'd have a problem with anyone that's not a football, like football people, because they want to win. Can I just make this clear as well? When I talk about Dubai and the Middle East and that, I wouldn't want them as owners because of financial reasons. I would want them as owners because I know that they're competitive and they want to win. They literally, want to beat, their family members to death. No, I don't want to beat them competitively. Do you know what I'm saying? Contract negotiations would be fucking great, wouldn't they? Could you imagine that? You sign that contract. No, what about if I cut each fucking finger of yours off then during negotiation? If you sign it then, you won't be signing. You know what I mean? Contract negotiations would be totally different, wouldn't they? There would be no fucking about under them, wouldn't there? Think about it. Fucking straight through. Am I allowed to say that? Don't know if I'm allowed to say that or not. I don't care whether I'm allowed to say it or not. Cancel me. Then I won't have to talk about this shite. If you appreciate this video, please thumbs up this video. This video will be fucking hit and miss. Like, do you know what I mean? What the fuck is wrong with people? I've seen everyone in the comments, it'd be fucking great if Elon bought. And then other people saying, it's fucking... Do you know what I mean? Like, all right, but it's all politics, in it. We're not interested in your fucking politics. If you appreciate this video, thumbs up the video. If you want to cry and spit your fucking dummy out, thumbs down this video. If you want to comment, make sure you're fucking friendly, and you better put an emoji after it if you're taking the piss. All right? All right.